I mean, there's people that know what I've been through to finally get here and finally get it. The people that are newcomers, maybe in the last few years, the flat track, I've been a front runner and been second a couple times, and oh, okay, it's about time he's won it, but I mean, I'm one of the veterans. I'm 33. My rookie year was 2001. It's a long time before you win a championship, so finally, basically, is the best way to sum it up. It was a roller coaster ride, really. You know, you have, all the fun parts of turning pro when you're younger, and then all the bumpy rides through the middle, and then finally, you have some major highs and some major lows, and definitely was dealt a couple bad luck seasons and hard times where I thought I had the championship and it didn't go my way. So to finally get it, it's pretty special for sure. It's it's the old saying, you get what you put in. And I definitely put in a lot of work through the years that, almost seemed at times like it was useless, because I just had bad luck for over and over. So I'm thankful that I believed in myself and kept charging, and now here we are with the #1 plate. Daytona was really what set up my whole championship run. I knew if I'd left there behind in points again, it would be a Hail Mary to try to win this championship. And I was mentally knowing I had to go there and one way or another pull it together. And it's obviously a hell of a lot easier said than done. When that Daytona, so much stuff can go wrong so fast. So to come out of there with a 5th and 8th, it was a huge weight off my shoulders to leave there with any amount of points, because normally I'm leaving there with like 1. So to come out of there with a good amount of points and success really. Next round after Daytona, we went to Austin, Circuit Americas during MotoGP, and we got 6th. Lost some points to Jared there, he won, and but 6th on a half mile was respectable for being the mile guy, and 6th was definitely all I could salvage that day. Any of the miles, everybody's just, you can even hear it from the other racers' interviews. Like, a lot of times they're telling me they're racing for second before the main event even starts. So when the riders and the announcers and everybody on the internet and Facebook and everything else is saying you're gonna win, you probably better show up and win. So I knew going into the miles, Arizona, that was the first one I wanted to kind of be the guy to beat on the miles and show them I was serious. And obviously that came out real good. We won Arizona by a straightaway. We go to Sacramento, it's one of my favorite tracks. I was going for 6 wins in a row. Fortunately, we, pulled it out. It was a tight battle with Kenny Coolbeth right on my heels the whole time. And, it looked kind of easy probably from some of the spectators. I'm cruising around out front, but it's a little bit of drama on the last lap. Going into turn 1, the brakes were totally gone all of a sudden and just about drove right off the groove and would have obviously not won. So luckily we kept it in check and still won. So it was cool to have 6 in a row there. Next race was Springfield mile, another mile. I knew I was the guy to beat once again. I had the best bike and riding the mile better than anybody. I just won the last 2. Went there and Jared gave me a good battle. He got a good run off of turn 4 and it was tight, but I got underneath him and still beat him to the flag. And so it was cool to win the first 3 miles, 3 in a row. It was good payday for 42, 3 weeks in a row. Oklahoma, Remington Park, it was an awesome facility, awesome track, loose cushion track. I liked that. I thought, I was somewhat the guy to beat because I won the last 3 miles. And the main, I led it for a little bit, then Jared got by me, I think, I don't know, maybe halfway through, and I really didn't have nothing for him. There was even a restart with 5 or 8 laps to go, and I got the whole shot when he missed the shift and led it for a lap or 2, and he came right back by me and put it on me that day. So it's a little changing of the guard. Unfortunately, I wanted to win all the miles in 2016, and I wanted to win them every year, but I've always screwed one of them up, and just sure enough, he upset me there. The points were tight going into Lima. I'd won Lima before, Jared won it before, so I knew it was, kind of like the best man win between us. We had guys like Brad Baker, and obviously that day Brandon Robinson was on his game and schooled us all. But I thought I still had, something for everybody in the main. I just couldn't get a grasp on the track, and ran up front. I led the first couple laps, but then gradually faded back to third, and then right at the end, Brad got by me, and Jared got second, I got fourth. The points got even tighter leaving there. Charlotte, I was pretty pumped. I won it the year before, and it's one of my favorite tracks, not just because I won it, just because the facility's great, the dirt's great. Going in the main, was running, I don't know, third, fourth right there, kind of just getting rolling, and kind of got a little loose getting into three and caught my foot, and off came my steel shoe, and that's when I realized here's this bad luck that I've normally had the last 400 seasons in a row that ruined my championship. The whole time I'm out there thinking with my steel shoe bouncing off the rear wheel, nobody's fault but my own. Normally I got a screw and threw my steel shoe into my boot. Didn't do it that day. Learned a huge lesson. I'll never race again. Without a screw, threw my steel shoe into my boot. Could have cost me the championship. Damn near did. Black Hills was my favorite race of the 2016 season. It was a scrap between me and Jared. We knew going into that race that we had to beat Jared on the half miles because there wasn't enough miles left to make up enough points to just dominate. I'm on the front row, Jared's on the second row, thinking, all right, here's my chance, I can get some points on him. Here's my time to regain what I lost at Charlotte. Second lap, here he is leading the thing from the second row, and I'm in third. I'm just shaking my head like, how'd he do that? Typical Jared move, surprises everybody. Found a couple different lines that worked good for me, and all of a sudden, boom, I was right on him, boom, passed him. And then, okay, I got this, is what I'm thinking. Everything's just working too good. Jared obviously didn't make it easy for me. He gave it back to me, and we went back and forth the whole main. Still, we were both giving it everything we had in that last corner. My bike was dialed. I beat him straight up that day. Peoria, it's no secret that it's not been my favorite race. I mean, I have a ton of fun riding there. I've never really had a lot of success. I've got a couple fifth place finishes there. There's a restart, botch the restart, spin the tire, get passed by about 3 guys, dive it into turn 1 in the middle of a big pack, clip somebody, go ass over tea kettle. Knocked myself silly, bend my bike up, I was out, He gained all the points back at Rapid City, and now here he just lost even more. So it was that roller coaster of emotions, We go to New York, a slick, small half mile. Jared's gonna be the one to beat. That's kind of what everybody's thinking. We come out, and every session on the track, I'm fast time, and I felt great all day. Thought, okay, I can get them points back that I just lost at Peoria. And in the main event, here comes Jared, pulls one out of the hat and gets the whole shot, and I'm about third or fourth, and he gaps everybody, and by the time I get to second, there's nothing I can do. We're like dead even. At that point, I knew it was going to be tough to catch him, so I started overriding and lose time, and he beats me and I get second. And that one was kind of like, damn, I needed to win that to keep these championship hopes alive, and for him to beat me and me get second, it was like, this is going to be tough. Never mind the protest afterwards where I lost all my second place points. To put a little salt on the wound, I get protested by him as well for essentially a illegal rear wheel. That's what it boiled down to. The way that it was assembled, I guess is the best way to put it, being that we had written approval from AMA Pro to use it. We were later, weeks later, deemed that it was legal, and I got all my points back. We're back at Springfield, on the mile. Okay, gotta just keep doing what I'm doing. It's the second to last race. I needed to maximize all the points I could get before the final race. Everything's going as planned. I win the heat. In the final, I just couldn't get rid of Coolbeth. I couldn't shake him. He was right on my heels the entire 25 laps. And, he pulls one of the Coolbeth moves that only Coolbeth can pull. Snuck around me on the outside going into turn 3. I knew it was coming. For the last 8 laps, I knew what he was gonna do. He did the same thing to me in 2014. Still even, I remember thinking in my head through 3 and 4, I still got him. I can draft him by the line. I realize he's blowing the groove. And I go, yeah, I got him for sure. And then I follow him right off the groove and I blow the groove. And there goes my run, and he beats me by half a wheel and wins the race. Championship-wise, that was precious points that he needed to get, by winning that race, and I lost out by him beating me. So even though he wasn't in the championship hunt, I needed the points that he took from me. I thought he was my buddy and he wanted me to win the championship, but he took the points. Here we are at the season finale, Santa Rosa, California. The mile track. Me and Jared are essentially dead even in the points. The track's gnarly. Indian's there with their brand new bike. You know, there's a lot of tragedy that day, unfortunately. You know, and here I am going for my first championship. It's all on the line in a crazy turn of events. The start was pretty cool. Joe Kopp, smokes everybody off the line, including myself. I pass him, I lead it for a lap. I'm thinking, okay, this could be good. I'm leading this thing. Nope, here comes Brad through the holes, through the bumps around me. Doesn't let off. For a lap, I'm kind of thinking, okay, I can run, I can do this, and I do it, and I about jump off it, probably the third lap in, thinking, I ain't doing this because, you know, I got a lot more to lose than Brad does for this race. So I kind of settle into a comfortable pace, but still fast up in the cushion. We get halfway through the race, running comfortably in second. I got a straightaway gap over third. Okay, I need to keep doing what I'm doing. Next thing I know, I'm peeking back and there's somebody, you know, in third reeling me in. Oh shit, I can see the number plate now, it's number 1. He's catching me gradually. I don't think he's gonna get to me. I know we're getting towards the end of the race. When we come around to lap somebody and I get roosted big time from the lapper. And there's dirt under my shield, burning my eyes, I can't see. And now I look back and Mies is right on me. The only guy I need to beat that day, and he's right on my ass now, 3-4 laps to go. So I knew right then it's gonna come down to a scrap. You know, he's gonna go for broke and I'm going for broke. With 2 laps to go, he comes underneath me going into turn 1, really low. I'm thinking, all right, he's gonna skate up high and I get back by him. Come into the white flag. I know, like Jared Mies, I know what he's gonna do on the last lap. If he can block me or push me out of the way, he's going to. He has, when we're play riding, he has, when we're out on the ice riding, he has that Lima half mile in the middle of the year when the championship isn't on the line. So what's he gonna do the last lap for the championship? Okay, I'm gonna block him going into 3. I go in low so he can't get underneath me. I hit the biggest hole known to man. It's like a crater, and about go straight through the air fence. Somehow I gather it up and turn it. I'm aiming right for him, wide open with everything I got, and just barely slip underneath him and essentially cut him off. Obviously I had enough room and a drive that it was clean, but it was 1 inch from getting ugly. I realized I got it. I'm literally screaming, gritting my teeth. Can't barely see, my vision's blurred. Snot's running out of my nose from all the dirt, and it was just complete, a feeling you can't even explain, just everything that I put into it, how gnarly the last lap was, the last corner, just like I said jokingly earlier in the day. Hey, it might come down to the last corner, last lap. Roll the footage. I owe a lot of this championship to my team. They've been behind me for the last 3-4 years. Ricky Howerton, Jeff Gordon, Ron Glidden, they put in countless hours. That has been the new standard for flat check that's set the bar, not only for myself and my team, but the whole sport to raise the bar. And I'm thankful for them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this championship.
It gives me great honor to present you the 2016 AMA GNC.
No other way rider really to decide a Grand National Championship than last race, maybe last corner.